And that sounds good, but there could be a downside to winning the lottery. Who thought? Nick Foulks is here. He's a financial professional from Wisconsin, wealthwisconsin.com. And he says that many lottery winners find themselves broke after a few years. Why is that?
Well, the reality is the majority of people, first off, they plan on winning the lottery, but it's such a rarity. Let's think about this. All of a sudden, you have this dramatic change in lifestyle, right? Sure. So people don't set any type of budget for themselves, and they just start splurge spending. And then we have a whole lot of friends that come into our lives, and maybe they want to help us spend some of that money pretty quickly. And so we always tell people, you know, you have to set aside money for splurging, but at the same time, you have to adjust for that lifestyle change and get yourself a budget in place to say, okay, this is what I'm comfortable living off of, and this is what I actually want to store away for myself. And so
this may sound kind of silly, but I have a plan in place should I win.
It's almost sound like that, as well as a will, right?
I have a plan for what happens when I win the big jackpot. What do people at home need to know?
Well, a couple of things that you need to know. Wisconsin has disclosure laws inside of it. So when you win the Powerball, if you're from Wisconsin, you actually have to give your name, your city, and the amount that you won. Okay. So you might have some new friends or some new enemies that you weren't aware of. So we always let people know there's some asset protection strategies that should be put in place, things like trust or limited liability companies to help protect yourself.
Can you sign that winning ticket over to an attorney who can act as an agent on your behalf to do all this for you?
Oh, so you want to separate yourself out.
Oh,
one of the things
this is the plan I got here, man.
You're giving your plan away. You
got a plan in place. But yeah, you often do see that. You'll see trust company or so-and-so company or such and such trust is the receiver of the value or the total winnings. Now, there's a couple of things you have to distinguish, though. Are you going to take a lump sum, or are you going to take the annuity payments over the 29
take the lump
years?
Sum.
All right, so you're going to take the lump sum. Then you have the ability to utilize that trust factor or that company to be able to hold the assets for you.
Okay. So besides going to Disneyland first, many of us say we're going to walk off the job. How much money do I really need to win in order to do just that?
To walk off the job, well, here's one of the things we say. It's going to depend on what type of lifestyle you want to live, and kind of a lot of it's dependent on our personalities.
Better than the one I'm living now.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Anybody who takes home, you know, almost $500 million is going to be living a different life. But you have to determine what kind of lifestyle do you want to live. We always say don't make any major changes when you have a big windfall of money come into your home.
Sure.
Whether that's the lottery or more likely maybe it's an inheritance, take 6 months before you start making any major changes of quitting your job, or I'm going to buy this mansion or move off to Europe or something of that nature. Evaluate the situation and understand what are some of the liabilities.
Last few seconds here. We have a number of pools going on in this building right now. I may be in several of them.
If you're taking 50 to 100 tickets, statistically, you have a better chance of dating a supermodel than actually winning the Powerball.
Naomi Campbell's waiting for you. Oh, you're married.
I'm married close, I tell you. Nick Foulks, wealthwisconsin.com. Thank you so much.
Always a pleasure.
Good to have you stop by.
We'll be right back.